In your business, how do you judge the sales development next year in value?
We expect growth and we have plans to generate growth by adding new types of businesses and adding value to our customer.
I think it's very hard to predict because everything is up in the air, supply shortages at the moment. So we're actually not focused necessarily at the moment of what the sales going to be. We just try to fix the input for our customers. That's how we're looking at it. I'm not intelligent enough to give a prediction on this one in that time of time.
For next year, for sure, I see a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth potential, in the MDA business overall. And I think as electronics, we again should be able to outperform the market as well. Yesterday there was actually a question to the audience and let's say a poll. And in there for sure, it will be at least over 5%. That should be feasible. Yeah.
How have you adapted your business model since the outbreak of COVID?
We did many things. We launched new categories of products for people that they really search online in that lockdown period. We developed new services for the products to arrive quicker to the customers. We also communicate more with the customers in order to understand better how their behavior are changing. And we test a lot based on the answers we get, and we learn from that.
What is your view on the sector overall after speaking with many peers?
On the short term, it's difficult. Everybody's talking these days about shortages, but I'm very optimistic. I think this period will pass. We will all be stronger from it afterwards, and I expect only good things to happen in the future.
And what excites you about being here this year?
First business trip, I think for all of us after 2 years. It's very nice to be able for 2 days to go away from the daily business and to be able to share insights with so many interesting people.
Are you fundamentally optimistic about the future of TCG retail, and so why?
I'm optimistic in the sense of that this will remain an area of continuous innovation of all kind of products, formats, services, ways to delight the customers, how we're integrating with our homes, our cars, right? So I think it's going to be an exciting space in the next 2 years, and whenever there's innovation, that's normally a good place to be.
And on scale between 1 and 10, where 10 is the highest score, how do you judge the level of networking in TCG Summit?
Actually, it's the first time that I'm personally at the TCG Summit. I would say at least it's a 9. Why I'm saying 9 is obviously a European event, so you do not necessarily have the global decision makers, but within the European decision makers, it's a very interesting round of people to also talk about the more longer term visions and perspective, rather than the operational day-to-day, and therefore Chris and his team did a great job in bringing it together. And everyone was obviously desperate to meet physically again after 18 months, like all of us, so we all enjoyed it.
I think it's very high. If you talk about 1 to 10, it feels like an NPS score. I think I give it a 9. So I would strongly recommend it. That's the key point. It's for 2 reasons. One is that it's not only industry, of course, and retail partners, but it's the place where you see a lot of key people in a very efficient time span, let's say 36 to 48 hours in one go. Yeah, and that is really adding value. It's what we of course all have been longing for as well after 18 months. And then the other part is there's also a lot of new people. Yeah, so it's old relations that you can catch up with, but it's also a lot of new people that you can get to know. And having that open mind to also meet a lot of new people, it's really, from my perspective, worth it, and therefore a thick 9.
Will you attend the TCG again next year?
That's the plan. When I'm invited, I hope we're speaking about a lot of more interesting topics like the sustainability topic, which was today already a big topic over the last 2 days, but I think we can even over further because that's going to keep us busy for the next years.
I already answered that in one of those forms. The answer will be yes. Yeah.